Find the second term of the geometric progression a sub n, which satisfies these two equations. So the second term would be represented as a sub 2. We're trying to find its value. Let's try to represent all terms in terms of the first term. So all terms would be equal to a sub 1 times the common ratio raised to the number of n minus 1. So our first equation becomes, and our second equation becomes, we have a common factor of a sub 1r in the first equation. So let's factor that out. We can factor out a factor of a sub 1r squared in the second equation. Now, since we see we have a repeated factor in both equations, we can divide the first equation from the second equation. We see that the common ratio is equal to 2. Now let's substitute 2 into the first equation. Now let's substitute r equals 2 into the first equation. Also, if we're representing a sub 2, we also need to look at it from the perspective of a sub 1 times r. This is another form of a sub 2. So let's try to construct an equation where we only have a sub 2 as our variable to solve for it. Let's use the first equation. The first term would be a sub 2 plus r cubed times a sub 2 minus r squared times a sub 2. This is equal to 0. And since now we know what r is, we can substitute 2 into r. So we get 5a sub 2 is equal to 10, which means a sub 2 is equal to 2. And that's our answer.